Please. We were expecting 100. We'll see how we did. It kind of grew. This is going to be a little family affair. So we have an agenda that's around on the various tables. And I want to just go over briefly what we'll be doing today. This is the culmination of 17 weeks of hard work for some people. These people right here. So, and so this is really a celebration. And it's the family members that are here, thank you for sharing your loved ones with us. And we really appreciate that. I think at least one student has 10 family members here today.
Wow.
So I thought I'd share that. I think we were expecting around 60 family members. Actually, let me do this. Family members, please stand up. Thank y'all. My name is Matthew McClellan. I'm the program director for TEKY. Ankur brought me on board back in May. I was only going to be around for about 2.5 months. Here I am. And here I'm staying. So I want to recognize a few folks that are here that have been instrumental, because this has really been a team affair with several wonderful partners. And I've never worked on a program where the partnerships have been so tight and collegial. And first off, I'm looking over here, I want to recognize Jeff Whitehead and Michael Cornett and all of your team that's not here, one having a baby, having her own little 9-month project. All right. I know Erica Ash cannot be with us, but she's been instrumental from the Big Sandy Area Community Action Program. But Sandy, are you here? Sandy Grimm?
Sandy's not here. I'm Michael.
Oh.
I'm the director.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Can't be here
Okay. But your team has been fabulous. Thank you. So I want to recognize Big Sandy Community and Technical College. Cindy McKenzie. Where's Dr. Kitty Miller? There you are. Thank you for helping put this room together for us. Thank you. Where's okay. And who's not with us here? I was joking with him. Devin Stevenson left the program, but I was texting him to see if he wanted to have a virtual presence, but I couldn't get through to him, so he's not here. But we have Alan Scheidmeyer, our new interim president for Big Sandy. Where are you? There you are. Okay. Thank you, sir. Really, without their involvement, Big Sandy's involvement, Cindy and Kitty's involvement, it made it a lot easier, okay, in terms of navigating through all that we're doing. Students are receiving 12 hours of credit, college credit. So thank you all for that. 1150 Academy. We outsourced the curriculum to 1150. We also outsourced the delivery of a lot of the instruction to 1150. So their trainers, their coders came in training. And with us today are Jen Akins. Where are you, Jen? And Ari Rahamzad. Where are you, Ari? Okay. I want to just brag a little bit on Ari. Ari, when he was here for 3 weeks straight, moved to Paintsville basically for 3 weeks. And when he had left, the students had a big going away party for him. It was amazing. His presence in the classroom and beyond, he's been available to the students as a mentor since. And he's out there on the Slack channels communicating. Right, students? Yes. Thank you for being here, Lee. This is when I get a little emotional. I've had the best team. Kimberly Albright, where are you? There you are. Lane Terry. Where's Lane? There he is, over there. Isaac Pratt and Doug Jones. Okay, we were the Fab Five. So it's not, I'm up here. They just be here with me. Couldn't have done it without me. So. Couldn't have done it without y'all either, by the way. Your passion is unbelievable. Second to none. Okay. I have a video so I can dry this up. The video, by the way, was produced by students. Okay, Josh Mabry and Alex Hughes. Okay? Alex and Josh, stand up for a second. All right? So, let's take a few minutes to do that. Let's restart it. One more time. We don't want to miss any of Travis's wisdom.
I'm going to make money to code, and I was coming from Eastern Kentucky, which doesn't have the best economic history. I thought first off the bat scam. They when I came here, see what all the hubbub was about. And within about 20 minutes of being here, they told me they were going to give me a check for $400, and my skepticism died pretty quickly right then and there.
I was used to this college atmosphere, kind of more lax, but we get here and it was just, you gotta learn, you gotta learn, you gotta learn.
You know everything expected of you. You can't take it lightly, you can't miss anything, because, it's a lot to learn in a short amount of time.
The Weatherly website was quite enjoyable for me to actually see something that we learned week 1 and week 2 come together and work. This week we worked on projects, and the Sept is like a calculator, a database that can be used like for libraries and such, and also like a Zoom project. Gipit is a platform that will allow people to post their needs and have other people meet those needs, and we think that that's going to be a real great thing. We're currently working on our TEKY sports app, which is an app we can track current tournaments going on for esports, which is a big booming business at this time.
I'm currently working on a project that is from Interapt named Toggle It and adding more features to it.
We started off with HTML and CSS and JavaScript. We went into jQuery and Bootstrap, on into a choice between Java and iOS, and then now I'm into web development, learning Angular.
I'm feeling more and more comfortable as we speak in Ruby on Rails, creating an actual API.
My confidence has definitely rose because, like, when I started, you could ask me about programming and I could maybe tell you a language, but that was my extent of programming knowledge. I didn't know. I knew what it did, but I didn't know how to get there. And so far, my understanding is just like skyrocketing.
Well done. Thank you. So y'all heard the story of you're walking along the road, and these bricklayers. And you ask the first bricklayer what they're doing, and they're saying, I'm laying brick. You ask the next bricklayer what's he doing, and I'm building a wall. And you get to the third bricklayer, I'm building a cathedral. Okay, I'm going to take that story to now. Okay, you go and you talk to the TEKY students, right? Well, I'm learning to code mobile apps. Okay, you go talk to another TEKY student. I'm learning to deliver business solutions that are going to be used by people to generate revenue. Right? You go to the third TEKY student, and they'll say, I'm learning to be a productive member of the technology ecosystem in Eastern Kentucky. Right? And I think that's been the vision that all of y'all share with us. I think that's why y'all have made the sacrifices, and that's why y'all are here. You started out, 54 of you, you're down to 35. Every one of you deserves to be here, and we're glad you're here. And this is y'all's day to celebrate. So, thank you. All right. I'm going to get off the stage. We're going to have Alan Scheidmeyer. I just met him, the interim president for Big Sandy Community Technical College. He's going to come up and say a few words and welcome us, because it's And then we'll have Ankur Gopal, the CEO and founder of Interapt, will come speak. Earl Gold, the president of the Appalachian Regional Commission, will speak. And then Brad Thomas, Brad promises me it's going to be about 5 minutes. We'll see. All right? So with that, come on up.
Good morning, everyone. 5 speeches ought to be enough, don't you think? Well, first of all, Matthew, thank you for all you do. It's very obvious that he also has a lot of passion and zeal for what this partnership, everything that you're about. He cares deeply about all of that, and I'm sure you can tell every day when you came to school, which really from the video, every day when you came to work, right? That's what it was like. Yeah. And the I don't have a lot to share other than, besides welcoming you, just to have you think a little bit about how proud we are of you and how important what you're doing is. The way I'm going to do that is share a conversation that I had with one of your cool classmates. And this was Will Cordy. And I don't know if he's the coolest, but in my mind he's pretty neat. And I just asked Will if he was unemployed before he came to the program. He said, "Oh, yeah." And I said, "Well, what did you do before?" And he said, mainly I worked in the coal mines or in that industry, And I said, "Well, what happened?" "Well, I lost my job, and then I looked for any kind of work I could find, and it was some hits. It was really hard, and I don't even know how to describe it, And so you go further, and he said, I took any kind of part-time job, whatever I could do. And then I said, I don't know how it came up, but Will's got a wife, 2 children, 1 on the way. So I said, "Well, how'd you make it?" He just kind of described it. I said, "Well, did you ever have to get on food stamps?" He said, "Oh, yeah. Yeah, had to do that." And you ever have to get help from mom and dad or other family? Oh, yeah, had to do all that. And I said, "Well, when you're in the coal mine, when you were doing that work, I guess he said, 'Oh, yeah, I make good money.' And I said, 'I suppose when you made good money, you spent it too.' And so, yeah, even on the way to work, you stop at the convenience store and you fill up with gas and, you get snacks or whatever else, And so you can begin to tell the point that I'm trying to make. When you have a good job, not only are you blessed, but in Will's case, his spouse is blessed, his 2 children are blessed, and everybody that benefits from him working is blessed. And when it goes the other way, man, it's tough on everybody, So you can already tell that what Alan is sharing with you today is, wow, we're important because we're the first class. And our success will give hope, first to us, but second, it will give hope to our families. It'll give hope to our communities, and it will be a sign to not just Paintsville and Prestonburg and the other communities in our neck of the woods. It'll give hope to Eastern Kentucky and the state of Kentucky and West Virginia and others. So my invitation to you as you think about that would be everything you do in this next phase, when you're out on these jobs, when you're in these internships and you're moving to the next level, you're still part of not just everything you do for yourself, but everything you're going to give the rest of us confidence in as you do that next step. So even as I welcome you and your families, I just ask you, give it your best shot, because you're going to be so important to so many people in what you do. And with that, congratulations on what you've done in this first part.
Wow. 11 months ago, I put a presentation together and put in front of some very passionate and caring people of Eastern Kentucky and said, if you're really serious about building a technology ecosystem where one doesn't exist and building a workforce where one doesn't currently exist and create jobs where they don't currently exist, here's what you got to do. But I don't know if it'll work, but I think this is what you should do. Now, on February 6th, they said, we love the plan, move forward, but we support it unanimously. And then I found out, oh my gosh, they really want me to do this. But like any entrepreneur, we approached it with the same zeal and passion that we do with any problem that comes in our way. We look for guidance, we look for support, we look for plans, we look for puzzles to solve, and we do that every step of the way. And I think we did that in our planning with the team we put together. As Matthew mentioned earlier, with all the thank yous, I echo those. Special thank you to Matthew, Doug, Lane, and Isaac for their dedication, and Kim for their passion and dedication in executing this plan. But that's where we stopped and you all started. The one thing I couldn't control was whether or not there was the drive, the dedication, the commitment, and the people that were going to make it successful. I could put all the things in front of you to help move a few hurdles out of the way, but at the end of the day, this is your day to celebrate and your accomplishment, not mine, not anyone else in this room. You all did it, and I'm very proud and honored to be part of your team and seeing that you all have come this far on your own with a little bit of support and help along the way. So with that, I give you my sincere congratulations and round of applause. You know, a lot of people have come up to me, business leaders around not just the Commonwealth, but around the country, who have heard about this program, and they say, "Will that really work? Is that working? Are you able to teach someone who may not have that much coding skill really to work at a high-tech company?" I said, "It's working. We're getting there. We're seeing people put the hours in. They're caring. They're dedicated." And that's something I can't instill in people. That's something you all brought to the table that made this formula work. And when I tell them, we got 50 out of 55. We've got 40 out of 55. We still got, today, 35. And these are the people that are moving forward, progressing, the ones that, coding's not for everyone. Some people are better at other things, and we want to make sure that we counsel them into the right areas that make them successful. Because at the end of the day, we want to see this be sustainable and a long-term sort of plan. I couldn't have done this without the support of a ton of people. I couldn't have done this without your hard work and dedication. I'll recognize and echo a few. I want to especially thank ARC President Earl Gold for his unwavering support and faith in this community. EK Sept, Jeff, and Michael, thank you so much for your support. Some of the times it's not just business calls, it's what do I do sort of calls, but I appreciate your guidance and counsel. Jared Arnett, Mr. Host, the SOAR board, who believed in this from day one. And lastly, the Interapt team, who is super excited, super jazzed for you all to join our family and become part of our company. I mean, this is a big red letter day for us in my company's journey and to the success of Interact as a whole. We're banking on you and relying on you to really move the needle for us and to give us high quality work, and we'll do our part to make sure you all continue to see the benefits and are happy working at our company. Lastly, I wanted to just tell you a few things that I didn't really tell you this when I came and talked to you a lot, because I didn't want to either jinx it or put undue pressure on you, but the entire world was watching you. I'm in California, I'm talking about you guys. I'm in New York, I'm talking about you guys. I'm in Washington, D.C., I'm talking about you guys. You're in my sales decks. You're in every single moment that I talk to someone about my company. You all are at the forefront. We're building a workforce in Kentucky. We're building a company in Kentucky. We're solving $1 million problems for big Fortune 100 companies, and we have the skills, acumen, drive, and dedication to do it. And that's what I've been preaching over and over again. And you guys have not let me down. In fact, make it easy. You make my job easy, because look at you. This is not a room of 3 people that made it. It's 35 of you. And I'm super proud, super excited about what the next phase for us will hold. My door is always open. I'm really proud of all of you. Thank you to your families. This isn't hard, and I'm aware that when you hear stuff like this, like you heard in the video, you get skeptical. I mean, let me ask a question. How many of you all, before you started this program, knew how to build a mobile app or how to start building a mobile app? Be honest. How many of you all now could teach someone else how to build a mobile app? Raise your hand. You're all entrepreneurs. Isn't that every one of you can work for a company like mine. Every one of you can start your own company like mine. And that's what we want to instill. You think we taught you iOS. You think we taught you Android. You think we taught you Agile and HTML. We taught you 2 things. 1, we taught you confidence. And confidence in yourself to be able to do the things that you put your mind to. And number 2, we taught you how to learn anything quickly. So if I give you another language next week, you could learn it, couldn't you? You know how to do that now. If I gave you a book, read this book, could you do it? There you go. That's what we've really done for you. And I think you all have taken that opportunity, seized it, and just knocked it out of the park. So we didn't fool you, but that's what we put in you. And I hope that you take that spark and you take it to the next level, and we have much success in store for all of us. So thank you all very much. Thank you to your families. Thank you to the team. And thank you to all the people that Matthew mentioned before, because without their support, this was just a concept. But with all of us together, working together, Kentucky, we made it happen. So congratulations. Enjoy your day.
So I would love to be the president of ARC, but really I'm one of what's called the federal co-chairman of the Appalachian Regional Commission. My name is Earl Gall. There are a lot of stories about Appalachia. There are a lot of stories of woe, and stories of folks who made it big. But your story is the real story of folks figuring out how to take their resources, how to take advantage, how to create things, how to bring energy, how to bring new opportunities to yourselves and to your families. This is your day. And I'm here to thank you for the work you've done, for the dedication you've brought, and sticking through this, and being in a position to move forward and do great things. You know, I travel throughout Appalachia, and when I travel, I have one speech, basically. And that speech is that Appalachia is the next great investment opportunity in America. And I make that argument really, I plagiarized the great Canadian philosopher Wayne Gretzky, who talked about he was great because he was always where the puck was going to be. Eastern Kentucky is where the puck is going to be. And I make this argument for 2 reasons. First, because of the folks who live here, because the entrepreneurs who come, they show up doing all kinds of different things, all types of different interests. Most folks don't know they're entrepreneurs, but tell me if you know somebody who doesn't actually run a business out of the back of their truck or out of the back of their home. That's what Eastern Kentucky is about. That's what Appalachia is often about. But even more so, there are these folks who get up every morning, who work very hard to see that Appalachia is a better place for the kids and the grandkids than it is for them. And these are teachers, these are nurses, these are doctors, these are small business folks, these are all kinds of folks. And I'll tell you, it's like an army. It's like an army of folks throughout the 420 counties of this region who are very dedicated in this way, who are really bringing change and are very focused on that. And I would say, welcome to the Army. Welcome to the Army today. The challenge that we have is really not only to do things, but the challenge that ARC has, and actually we all share, is how do we work to build the ecosystem to make sure that when entrepreneurs and other leaders have an idea and they collide with opportunities, what is the systems that we have in place to make sure, or at least increase the likelihood, that those folks are successful, that initiative is successful, that they're winning, that they move forward. And clearly in Eastern Kentucky, we have some catching up to do on the winning side. And it's so important that we have those systems in place. And skills and technology, those are two so critically important pieces of that ecosystem. I feel really honored to be here today with you and to be able to share in this recognition. Each of you have seized an opportunity. You've taken advantage of this challenge. You've put the hours in that you need to put in to get through this experience. You've become proficient. You've made the sacrifices. You've put in the extra effort, all to get to this point. Congratulations. Congratulations. My hope and my ask is that you continue down this road to develop your competencies, to build your capacity. A few weeks ago, I had this great opportunity to sit down and disrupt one of your classes. What was so impressive to me in the classroom was your focus, the energy you brought, your work effort, but most importantly, the thing that really impressed me was the fact that you were totally unable to stop talking about what you were doing. That you could not stop explaining to me and anybody who would listen what you were doing and why you were doing it. Now, as a father, as a grandfather, I know what that energy level means. That is someone who has something really good going on. The sign that you've got some students who are dedicated to overcoming challenges, someone who is loving what they're learning. And when you love what you're learning, it's no longer school, it's no longer work, but it's a passion. And the passion that you guys show is it's pretty inspiring. It really is. And when your passion is technology, you have something very special. Technology is changing our world at an accelerated rate every year. It is an incredible disruptive forces in communities. Technology is why we can get cash 24 hours a day, any place in the world, and there's hardly anybody working at the teller anymore. Technology, of course, is why the largest cab company in the world owns no cars. It's why the largest hotel company in the world owns no hotels. It's why I was able to save $800 last Saturday when I discovered that there was a cheaper airline ticket at basically the same time, 24 hours before I was supposed to get on the airplane. Technology is changing our lives in a whole variety of ways.
But the challenge that we have is, as technology is disruptive, it also provides an incredible opportunity. And the question that we have, and the tools that are important for us to understand, is what side of the technology equation are we going to be on? Are we on the side that's disrupted? Or are we on the side that's going to be disrupting? And that's what this work is about. It is about getting on the side of technology that is going to be disrupting. And the more disruptors that we have in Eastern Kentucky, the greater the promise of Appalachia being the next great investment opportunity is able to be fulfilled. It is so great to be here with you today. We're looking forward to all the great things that you're able to do. Thanks so much.
Always tough to be the last speaker. And Matthew, I promise it'll only be 5. But one thing I want to say is, you remember that first day that I came and spoke to you all? I talked about belief. We believed in you. This concept of teaching coding to somebody, yeah, it's tough. It's hard. But you know what? We understood we had the right people. We understood we had people with passion. We understood we had people with knowledge and skill sets. They're just untapped. What you all have done, you created a skill set that is going to provide a career for you. Opportunities knocking. The exciting part is you found the door and you opened it. So now I want to encourage you to take it that next step. We talked about that first day. I talked about coal miners and the struggles they've gone through and how they're very similar to things that you never think of, like underwater diving and astronauts. Today you're getting ready to start that next journey. You're doing something that nobody in your family thought you would do. Am I right? We never thought we'd be here to this day. There's been a lot of people that didn't make it this far. You all are the cream that's risen to the top. And representing Kentucky's Touchstone Energy Cooperatives and Big Sandy RECC here in Painesville, we're proud of you. We're proud of our communities, and we're proud of the impact you're going to have in Eastern Kentucky. Not everybody could be here today, but I do want to say that we reached out and we got a very special person that wanted to share him today, but he's kind of tied up at the moment. But I thought we'd go ahead and play a video that he recorded on your behalf. So if you'll go ahead and play that video, I think you'll all appreciate this.
Hi, this is Kentucky Governor Matt Bevin. I want to say congratulations and happy graduation to those of you that are part of this first inaugural class of taking folks from the coal mines to coding. This was an auspicious goal. It was a pretty audacious goal, really, when it came to the mind of a number of folks, but the person who really brought this to reality is there with you today. Ankur Gopal is a guy that is a doer. There's a lot of people who talk about ideas, but he's somebody who put those ideas into action. And initially said, if we can turn people into coders anywhere in the world, why not do it right here in Eastern Kentucky, where we have people with the intellect, people with the desire, and people with the need for opportunity. And so he took this idea with Interapt and said, we want to apply for some funding that will allow us to be able to put this into place. And so what initially began with 1,600 applicants, 1,600 folks, ultimately was winnowed down to 50, who were the inaugural class, and you are the 30 who came out the other end of the tunnel. You're the best of the best, literally. You are pioneers in the very same way that the people who came through the Cumberland Gap were pioneers for America. You're pioneers of an economic front, on an economic front, and I'm grateful to you. I'm also grateful for all of the other organizations that came together to help make this possible. These include Big Sandy Technical and Community College, the Appalachian Regional Commission, the Eastern Kentucky Concentrated Employment Program, SOAR STEM, the Eastern Kentucky Power Cooperative, and Congressman Hal Rogers, who he and his team have worked so closely with the governor's office, and I'm grateful to all of the above. But above all else, I'm grateful to each and every one of you. I'm thankful to you for being bold enough to take this leap. Encore, I'm grateful to you for having the vision with Interapt to bring this to fruition. And I'm grateful to your families, those that are gathered here and those that have supported each of you along the way. You're on to new careers. It is our hope and desire that these will be jobs that you can continue to fulfill in Eastern Kentucky. For some of you, that may not be possible, but ultimately, we want to create increasing opportunity right there in Eastern Kentucky. This is what it is that we're looking to do. It's what I believe we can do. You're going to help us make it happen because we are Kentucky. Hi, this is Kentucky Governor Matt.
That was so good, we almost played it twice. I just want to say, on behalf of the Touchstone Energy Cooperatives and Big Sandy RECC, thank you. Thank you for your commitment. Thank you for the knowledge that you were given and the skills that you are developing. And I want to thank your families again for being so supportive in helping you achieve this goal. And I can't wait to come back after the apprenticeships and see where you're taking these skills and what you're going to end up being able to do with those. Thank you again.
All right, now for the certificates. I don't think you can help me. Yes, sir. Earl, you can help me, sir. So just one more set of comments real quickly, and we're going to give out some certificates here. There are as many as 3 certificates for each student. One from Big Sandy for 12 hours of credit. One we call the red badge, which really is about technical competence, technical excellence. And a third, the purple badge, which is about their ability to be teamwork, to apply what they've learned in a business setting. And that's really about teamwork, okay? When we started the program, it was really about 3 things. What are they? Attitude, aptitude, teamwork. So the first 3 weeks was attitude, and that's really, are you going to be able to make the commitment of 60 plus hours a week? 8 hours a day, 2+ hours of homework at night, 5+ hours of homework on the weekend, on Saturday and Sunday. It's 60 hours. The second 10 weeks was about aptitude. Okay? Can you code? Okay? And the last 6 weeks has been about teamwork, taking what you've learned and delivering an app at the end of 6 weeks that you can be proud of. We did an investor day, like a mock trial in law school. It was an investor day where the students pitched their apps, okay? And we knocked the cover off the ball. At the end of the day, they had gotten by the way, Alan, we got to go make this happen. We're supposed to get with the director of marketing for Big Sandy. So we got some work to do there. We're also supposed to get with the director of marketing for Paintsville. Okay, so that's underway. Alan, right? Alex, right? So we got work going on there. We presented 2 apps. One, Justin at BitSource said he said I'd buy that app, I'd use that app, and then the other one, Ankur said, you know what? That's an app I want to take in and review with the HR directors when we're presenting our employee engagement solution. Right? So 3 apps, 3 buys. Okay, so congratulations, teams. So, first we're going to be giving out the red badge, okay? And the red badge certificate. There'll be a version for iOS and a version for Android. I want to also note that this is done in conjunction with 1150 and their curriculum, okay? And so this whole certification that you see here, these 2 certifications are very important in terms of establishing that technology ecosystem we're talking about, right? And that's why it's real important to these folks here and to Interapt and to 1150 and to Big Sandy and to all of us that we set a high standard. And so when they were receiving these, remember, there were 800 folks, 1,600 beds, 800 folks that applied. About less than 100 got interviews. From that, we selected 54, and 35 are graduating. Okay? So y'all are to be congratulated. So with that, the iOS Red Badge certificates. Let's and we haven't rehearsed this, so I think let's plan on coming up this way, okay? And then to receive your certificate, and then go down that way, okay? All right. So the first one is Melissa Anderson. Maybe you want to set up for the photo here? Okay. Okay. The next one is Scott Bowen. Will Carter. Peyton Cheek. Sandra Clark. Sean Crowd. Ben Larrabee. Lucas Well. Andrew Noble. Riley Osmond. Roger Preston. Deborah Raymond. Chris Stanley. Brad Prater. Robert White. Okay, so now we're shifting over to the Android, right? So iOS, the Apple phones, and Android for the Samsung. Steve Bullock.
Everything else.
Eagle Brose. Aaron Campbell.
Right?
Christian Campbell. looks like a coder.
He just told.
Perpetually. Alex Hughes. That's huge. Huge. Andrew Lewis. Andrew Lewis. Jeremiah Lewis. Josh Mabry. Jesse Maynard. Conrad. Shay Maynard. Matthew Sturgill. Okay. Matthew Watson. Jacob Williams. Okay. There are a few people, 5, who excelled. So we're going to recognize them now. Okay, these were the star coders. All right? Crystal Atkins. Devin Hilaire. Alex Bashir. Lenny Hicks. Cameron Lake. Travis Tressel. All right, so that was the red badge, and every one of y'all should be congratulated. Y'all have done amazing, amazing things. So when we moved in the 6-week period, it was interesting, the transition going from the coding and really being focused individually on learning to working in teams. And we saw a lot of dynamics play out. We learned a lot these last 6 weeks about that's really going to be applicable for TEKY 2. A lot. Y'all agree? We learned a lot, didn't we? And so Isaac and Lane and Kimberly and I and Doug put our heads together and thought about, well, you know, we see a lot of dynamics. Some people have just taken it and run with it, and frankly, it was Alex Hughes was the first one. I said, you know what? he's earned his purple badge in the first week. So with that, we decided we're going to award the purple badge today to a certain group of folks that have really shown that they're ready to go. All right, they're ready. They know what it means to take technology and apply it in a business situation. Okay, and they know how to lead a team. They know how to be a part of a team and lead from the rear, and they know how to take a team forward. And so that's the next group that we're going to be recognizing. Okay, some of y'all are going to be walking up here again. Sorry. Okay, with that, Alex Hughes. Alex Bashir. Cameron Lake. Christian Campbell. Crystal Atkins. You getting in your steps? Devin Allaire. Eagle Brose. Eagle was the first student selected for TEKY. My name is Eagle Brose, and as you can tell, my parents were hippies. That was his opening line. Jacob Williams. Josh Mabry. Sean Crowd. Travis Tressler. Matthew Watson. Now, that was awarded to some of the students. That doesn't mean that the other students aren't going to earn the purple badge. It just means that these folks earned it a little early because of all that they showed over the 6-week time period. So, and with that, I give y'all TEKY 1.
Let's just acknowledge one more time our appreciation. Remember.
I guess lunch is served. Oh, yes, ma'am. Oh, team picture. How could I have forgotten? I don't think that was on the agenda, though, Kimberly. You made that up on me. You surprised? Oh, it was a Jen Akins thing. I think it's, come on guys, come on.
Part of the team.
Oh, we're supposed to be up there? I didn't know
We'll
that.
be part of the larger picture and then we'll take smaller ones.
Oh, cool. Okay.
I'd
start the
like to
video
invite
then.